everyone. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Pollyanna with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
My name is Jill. I play guitar and I sing.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I hit the drums.
My name's Brandon, and I play bass.
Awesome. So my first question, I love asking this. How did you guys kind of start out Pollyanna? How'd you get your members?
Oh man.
Those are two
So
very different stories to tell.
How did we start Pollyanna?
Yeah, how did you start Pollyanna?
So me and Dan have been friends since we were in first grade together. So we've always lived extremely close to each other. Grew up in the same town, went to the same elementary school, and then I moved. And then we reunited as friends in our last year of middle school. And I started playing guitar when I was like 12. He was always like dabbling in drums and bass. And we decided to
guitar at the time.
Yeah, we decided to like reunite and reconnect, and we started playing covers and all these covers of all these bands we liked, and we started like you know playing with different drummers and bassists and guitarists and singers, and then eventually as we got older, we went to high school, and then we started to really evolve, and we started to develop this friendship and this connection.
That's when I picked up the drums.
Yeah, that's when Dan started to pick up the drums and become serious.
Early freshman year.
Yeah, and then eventually it turned into something way more serious, and we really had a real goal. We always kind of had a real goal, but then we sort of established our own like aesthetic and kind of I guess branded ourselves naturally just as people and musicians, and we developed Pollyanna in 2017 when we were like trying to rebrand ourselves and kind of figure out a name that kind of describes us. Once I started stepping up and singing all the lyrics, and Dan decided on a name called Pollyanna, and we stuck with it. Yeah.
It has a meaning. It means illogically or unreasonably optimistic, and we're always thinking, it's us versus the world, and we're gonna win.
I think that's really cool because like I feel like when I have bands on, they don't really like go into the thought of like the name. Like they're like, oh well, we like play together for a long time and like the camaraderie of that. But like it's cool that you thought about like the name, like just like the process of building a band. I think it's really cool, and obviously some of my friends, New Jersey friends, have said you guys kill it. So I had to get you guys on. But my next question is, you guys have been doing some touring stuff, and I'm sure you've toured, across the country. What are some favorite venues you guys like to play at or catch a show at when you're home?
Oh man, Dan.
It's kind of loaded.
Sorry.
I'm gonna start out with one of my personal favorites, which is Mahal's. It's like a bowling alley. Is that Columbus?
No, Cleveland.
Cleveland. There you go. Cleveland. Mahal's is a good one.
Brendan, what are your favorites?
I know, I'm trying to think of venues now. We just had a really good time at the Irving Theater in Indianapolis, so that was a fun time.
That's a big place. And what about you, Joe?
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of cool venues we played on the past few tours. I think Mahal's is a great venue because we had a bowling alley in it, and it was just a lot of entertainment. I like when certain venues have like a specific vibe to it, and they have like their own little brand, and I think is really cool. I really liked, though, this is shocking, but I really liked that venue that we played in Montreal. It was like a lot of stairs. Yeah. It was La Vitrola, and it had a lot of stairs, but it was just like, I thought the setup was really cool, and I just thought that ability that it was in was awesome. And
but there were like 6 flights of stairs.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
So loading in was a good workout.
Yeah.
I have an honorable mention. An honorable mention would be Mr. Smalls, Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, that was a great venue too.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Both stages are great. Both rooms.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Awesome, guys. To kind of follow up the venues, what was the last show that you attended that you didn't play?
Okay. Couple like about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I went to see his band in a New Brunswick show. We're from Jersey, so Brunswick's got a pop and basement scene, and they played a pretty slamming show there. So that was the last one I went to that didn't play.
Oh, Brandon, you have to think. I'm like actually.
I think the last show I saw was the Claypool Lennon Delirium. Which
Interesting.
is
okay.
Singer of Primus and
nice.
John Lennon's son, Sean Lennon.
That's
so,
sick.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I cannot remember the last venue. The last show that
Probably the Aces, right?
No, I saw shows after that. I think that I'm trying to think. I know that I haven't been to shows in a while just because, like, I don't know. We've been focusing on our own shows. Yeah,
We're going to see
definitely.
Lizzo soon, though.
Yeah, we are going to see Lizzo
yeah.
in September. But I did see the Aces back in March, and April we were on tour, so I don't think I got to really see any shows. But I feel like I've seen a show in May or June, and I cannot remember it, and I'll get back to you.
I'll probably get a message, and it will be here somewhere. But somewhere in text. Next question, guys. The most important one. Tell me about your musical influences. Who do you guys draw from?
I think we're a pretty interesting band just because the three of us come from such different influences. So all of us kind of have our own little, like, I feel like all three of us can't say we can decide on like a favorite band or like a favorite, like top five.
Let's do independent.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of influences for me would definitely be Paramore is a huge influence. Hayley Williams herself she's awesome. I think a band Born Without Bones influences a lot of my music. Speak Low, If You Speak Love definitely influences a lot of my writing style. City in Color, he's amazing. And definitely a few other bands such as Paris and Tonight Alive. I think I've been listening to them since they were little baby bands. So I definitely have been influenced in a lot of different synth rock and also a lot of pop music like Georgia Smith and Jessie Reyez and just different acoustic artists, stuff like that. I definitely have gained a lot of influences from, which is interesting because it's their music is nothing like mine, but I still just writing styles and stuff. Yeah. What about you?
For me, I come from more of a more modern pop punk background and a lot of prog stuff. So it's hard to name a few, but I'll go back to I'll get back to you on that. But it's just a very wide field. I don't have very few that I take into consideration when writing. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go.
The top two that come to mind for me is Nirvana and System of a Down.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's very not Pollyanna, but I don't know. I feel like I learned a lot from how they write songs. So I definitely appreciate
they're both
those two artists.
fantastic bands too.
Yes.
That's awesome. Next question, guys. As I mentioned, you're on tour. So who have you been jamming in the van or just spinning in general?
Oh, definitely Lizzo is one of them. We've been playing a lot of Lizzo.
Shortly.
Yeah, Shortly.
So much Shortly.
Yeah, a lot of Shortly we've been playing on the road. We just stayed at Alex's house, and she's such a beautiful person, so sweet. And
I think we all fell in love with Snail Mail recently.
yes, Snail Mail is a big one.
Yeah.
We've been jamming a lot of Snail Mail lately. Definitely, yeah. I think that's top three. I think Lizzo's Snail Mail and Shortly and what are some
Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah, we are always Brandon's always jamming Billie Eilish.
Oh, yeah.
What have we else been jamming? I can't remember.
We've been jamming a lot of things. Lots and lots of things. Lots and lots.
Maybe some of our own music, some of our new stuff that's unreleased. You got to.
So much Widmore too.
Oh yeah.
Lots of Widmore. Lots and lots of Widmore. All day.
Oh yeah.
5 times a day.
Widmore for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Lunch and dinner.
The homies. I love Woodmore. Anyway, next question, guys. Another fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be? I mean, you could collectively agree on an answer, but I feel individual might be interesting.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, me and Dan.
Whitney Houston, yeah.
Whitney
sorry.
Houston, yeah.
I got you.
Thank you, sorry.
I absolutely love covering beautiful 80s pop songs and making them into whatever we are. And a year ago we did Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. I think Cyndi Lauper is great. I would love to cover another song from her. Or me and Dan have been talking about covering How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. I think that would be a sick cover. Brandon, do you have anything in mind?
I've suggested a couple times "Fell in Love with a Girl" by the White Stripes.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I just really want to play that song.
Yeah. No, that would be cool.
It'd be fun live.
That would be
I feel
cool.
like, to play.
Yeah. Added bass. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if you like either of those, you should let them know in the comments which one you feel like they should do. Anyway, next question, keeping the train rolling. Gotta ask, we're in a food city, so favorite food to eat?
Oh my gosh, this is a very
He took that. He was right.
In Philadelphia, Blackbird Pizzeria,
yes.
right up that way. Go get it.
Yeah, I always like to try new foods and like to try new fancy things in each city that we go to. We're pretty close to Philadelphia, so like we kind of know a lot of things around here. But me and Dan always, every single, whether we're playing a show, whether we're like going to a show, we always find ourselves at Blackbird Pizza getting pretty much the same thing.
delicious, though.
We always get a vegan Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, with a slice sometimes. Yeah, we go pretty hard, and I always want to get something else, like want to go somewhere else, but like we just slowly find our way. Yep. Yeah. We're always finding ourselves there every single time we play here.
You should check out Sweet Charlie's too. It's rolled ice cream, and they have like the greatest
I've heard of
toppings.
that.
It's not vegan, so not all of us can enjoy it, but it's really good. I love it. I found it here.
Awesome, guys. Next question. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with in the future, who would it be?
Like, can I think of anyone in the world?
feel like
Logic.
You give me one realistic one, you give me one just like out of the gate. Like
Out of the gate would by far a million times be Haley Williams. And then realistic, I would love to get Alex Maniac from Shorely to I would definitely collaborate with her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Huh?
What about you?
I think you nailed it on the head, man.
Think so?
Yeah.
You too?
I like Joe's answer.
wow, the collective answer. Shortly. Do it. Anyway, next question, guys. You guys play a bunch of different instruments, but if there is one that you could be more proficient at, what would it be?
This is definitely an individual question. For me is, it's drums. It's drums. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to get better at drums. I love playing drums, but then I get tired after like 10 minutes.
That's funny. I would like to get better at guitar. I can do it pretty good, but I can't do it pretty great like she can. So I gotta work on that.
I want to say saxophone. Yeah, I want to learn how to play the sax. Yeah.
I just wanted to give a shout out. Dan is actually really amazing at guitar because last night we were in Boston and we just played an acoustic show. And we pretty much winged it. Like we really didn't rehearse at all, but I was playing guitar and like acoustic guitar for the most part. Brandon was on bass and Dan actually stepped up and played lead guitar and he knocked me and Brandon's socks off, including everybody else in the room. So yeah.
There we
No
go.
sucks.
Awesome, guys. Next question. If you could compile a dream tour, who would be on the lineup? And that's including you. I feel like I have to state that, you know.
Can we each name a band?
Ooh, I like that. There you go. Keep it
Is
going.
this realistic?
Yes.
Why don't we give realistic and one just crazy?
Can someone else
Dream.
go first?
Got you. Okay. So I'll answer for her. It would obviously be Paris or Paramore.
Probably, yeah, Paramore.
Both of them. Yeah, tour with
The
us.
verse.
For me, I mean, although it would be super great to do that in its own, I would like to tour with Dance Gavin Dance, the boys. I think that's the out there one. I think the more realistic one, America Part 2. Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at?
That was my answer. America Part 2. And then my unrealistic one is Senses Fail. My favorite. My
I think a
babies.
realistic one for me would definitely be a band called Better Love. I think they're insane. They're amazing. They're from Chicago, and I've always been a fan of them. So that's definitely something that we would want to look into for the future, for the near future. But I think unrealistic for me. Like, I don't want to say Paramore because I probably have mentioned this band like 3 times in this interview so far, but maybe like yeah. Oh man, I can't think of anyone. Maybe like maybe Snail Mail. Yeah, Snail Mail would be sick. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. To kind of follow up, favorite just tour that you would like to be on? In your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
Someone else has to answer because I know what I'm gonna say.
I said favorite live show, like who puts on a great like live performance?
My favorite performance out of all the bands that I have ever seen ever, I want to say my favorite live performance was Enter Shikari. Yep. Saw them at Theater of the Living Arts in like 2016, and nothing stopped it yet. They're great.
My answer is the band Guar.
Yes, you're right.
They're crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Rest in peace, Dave Brocky.
I think one of the greatest live shows I've ever seen was one of them was definitely Tonight Alive. It was, I've seen so many like shows where like there's so many, like there's like pretty much $1 million behind their lighting and their lights and their crazy things that are going on, and all of their props on stage, and I love that, and I think it's amazing. But I saw Tonight Alive at Irving Plaza, and they didn't really have, like, they only had house lights. Actually, they didn't have any type of projector or anything crazy going on, and the energy was just so like insane, and like just to have like nothing behind you and like except like just house lights and just your music, it was just so powerful, and like the crowd was just insane because you just felt the energy, and it was just like, it was one of the funnest live shows I think I've ever been to. Yeah.
And she just is like on point all the time. It's crazy.
Constant. Her voice is insane.
I saw them with Silverstein.
Yeah,
at,
that's the
Union.
show I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. So definitely see Tonight Live if you haven't already. But more fun stuff. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh, I can answer this.
Okay.
Favorite TV show is definitely Orange Is the New Black. Favorite movie is definitely Silver Linings Playbook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Favorite TV show is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's a good one.
And my favorite movie was actually the trilogy, The Lord of the Rings. Shit's cool.
It's a very Dan answer.
That's a very Dan.
That is a very Dan. I don't even know Dan in that. I feel like that was his. I know. I feel like that's a Dan answer. Yeah, I feel it. When he said Avatar, I was like, ooh, I knew. Brandon?
The Simpsons.
Yes.
And Stand By Me.
Oh, interesting.
Classic.
Juxtaposition. Anyway, next question, guys. If you were trapped on a desert island and there was one album you could bring with you for the next month to listen to, what would it be?
Album, you said?
One album, yes. Front to back.
When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Billie Eilish.
That is a good one.
Okay. That is a good one. That is a good one. That's a good answer. Me, it would be the self-titled Dance Gavin Dance album. Could do that on repeat 24/7.
I gotta think. I think it would either be After Laughter by Paramore. I just think they're like, I love all of their albums. I think that's probably their greatest because of all the elements that they put into that. Or it would be Speak Low If You Speak Love's first album. What was it called? It had the little rhino thing on it.
Is it a buffalo?
Yes, the Buffalo. Yeah. I think that was like every single song on that album, just like, but that's like if I wanted to be sad on an island.
Yeah.
Like that's like it. Those are two different, very, very
If
different.
it rained
emotions.
every day on the
Yeah,
island.
if it rained every day on the island, the Speak Low album, and if it was like a party, I think After Laughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last thing, guys, the most important thing, tell them about your band Pollyanna, where they can find you, and obviously anything coming up in the next couple months.
Yes. So, we have a few different like handles. Our Instagram is This Is Pollyanna. Our Twitter and our Facebook is Pollyanna NJ. And then we have a website that's We Are Pollyanna, and you could scroll down, you'll see like different merch you could get, pick up, or on tour. We have all the same things. And you can also look at our bands in town for our next upcoming shows. Definitely, we just shot a music video, and I think we're all extremely, extremely proud of it. So definitely be on the lookout for that in the next few months, fall and winter. I think is going to be definitely big times for us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Well, go check out Pollyanna. Huge shout outs to Guy from Idle Wave. I saw them at like a release show that they did. So shout outs to Guy, my man. And if you enjoyed Pollyanna, go check out their music. Links are in the description where you can find out about their band, their music, when they're coming to your city. And you should go check them out because they're definitely in my top in Jersey bands that I've seen. So gotta give them some love. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And thanks, of course, to the lovely people in Pollyanna for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.